Hey, this is a professional environment. Hey! Stop it! Stop!
Another day about the Waffle House shit got hella poppin'. One lady started talking that shit like she really wanted problems. She said that the workers were working too slow. She needed the food cause she had to go. She got super angry and started to shout. So Wendy gave her a 3-piece on the house. Yeah. Go Wendy, I get why they mad, man. They just found out for Christmas all you be serving is both of them hands, yeah. Wendy, she ain't gonna back down. Her homie just pulled a pan out. So your little plans ain't gon' pan out. John Cena with the smackdown. Why you think they got this type of application? And the store should get launched like an application. If you're not with the shits like your name is Wendy, shit, you're not really a fit, go apply it Wendy. Run up on Wendy, boy, you better just surrender. Featherweight contender, whipping up the chicken tenders. Mama lit the way she kept it cool with the aggressors. Even Iron Man is trying to bring her on.
I'll admit it. I'm not letting my kids die. I'm somebody that thought I could fix this, and I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbor. I'm gonna haul him up by a chain. I will eat your ass. I'll do it. You think I like sizing up my neighbor? Gonna chop his ass up. My children are going hungry. I will eat your ass. I'll eat your ass. I'm literally looking at my neighbors now and going, I will eat your ass. Eat your ass. Eat your ass. My superpower is being honest, and I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. Eat your ass. That's why I want the globalists to know. I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. Eat your ass. I've extrapolated this out, and I will eat your ass.
I learned a lot, and I learned that I learned a lot. Anyway, Bo is associated here. Anyway, the point I want to make is I learned so much. I learned so much. I learned black, white, all colors, all backgrounds. But I mean, come on, man. Men, women, gay, straight, everyone deserves a shot. You know, come on, man. You know the thing. You know what I mean? You know the thing. You know what I mean? Come on, man. What I have to do is I have to continue talking about the things. Come on, man. I came down here because I remember the first bumper sticker I saw. I learned that I got hairy legs that turned blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight and then watch the hair come back up again. So I learned about kids jumping on my lap. My butt kids jumping on my lap. Oh, I'm in trouble. What are we, nuts? Dead. You know, come on, man. Give me a little break here. Get a life. Taking cocaine or not? What do you think? Huh? Come on, man. Black, white, all colors, all backgrounds. But I mean, come on, man. Men, women, gay, straight, everyone deserves a shot. You know, come on, man. You know the thing. You know what I mean? You know the thing. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black. Come on, man. The Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys. I can hardly wait to meet with that guy who is the stable genius. Come on, man. I am very willing to let the public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness. Come on, man. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids. Come on, man. I mean, come on. Take a look at the record. I know a lot of weed smokers. Come on, man. Black, white, all colors, all backgrounds. But I mean, come on, man. Men, women, gay, straight, everyone deserves a shot. You know, come on, man. You know the thing. You know what I mean? You know the thing. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Why the hell would I take a test? I am,
And strike and strike and strike until you have victory. For every enemy that is aligned against you, let there be that we would strike the ground, for you will give us victory. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is done. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. Angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now.
try that motherfucking mukbang. We got a beef taco. Santa Fe, right?
Wake up. Wake up. It's propaganda. It's propaganda. It's an e-girl in military uniform. It's propaganda. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
It's just a rule. You know, the rules of perception. If they're black, then it's a gang. If they're Italian, it's a mob. But if they're Jewish, it's a coincidence, and you should never speak about it.
Oh, you know it, lad. You know that, Hassan Piker? I'm coming to kill you in Los Angeles at your house.
Or in the ring.
No, in real life.
The sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Whose Sailor Moon shirt? Why, mine, of course. It's a little tight.
Oh, of course you watch Progression. You know, skill, dumb YouTube commenter, idiot.
I'm taking all your spell zones, every
Take them. I don't need them.
Go.
End of main, dumbass.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah, nice deck.
Spent
idiot.
all match complaining and had the rock
deck
in
is
hand.
bullshit.
Completely
It's bad.
saw through
It's
that
a bad
bluff,
deck,
by the
but
way.
it's still
Did
bullshit.
Hillary teach you
Skill
that one,
issue.
you liar?
Open wide, kids, because I'm going to grape you in the mouth.
He's going to what them in the mouth?
He's gonna grape him.
Well, if it's a level beyond Super Saiyan, then
he must be a super duper Saiyan.
if he's a super duper Saiyan, then I shall find a way to become a super D-duper Saiyan.
You've done well so far, but up until now, I've only been using a mere 5% of my power. Now let's see how well you fare against my Biden blast.
Welcome back, everybody. Hey, GG, how you doing, man?
What's up, Crow? Doing pretty good.
Yeah, man. Okay, so we got a bunch of news we're going to talk about today, but towards the end of the stream, I'm going to try something a little bit different because a lot of the videos that I typically record, I'm straight up just reading like a story and I'm going through tweets or something. So at the end of the stream, or towards the end of the stream, I have two topics, and I'm just going to record my videos for tomorrow by talking about them on stream. I'm figuring out a way of cutting down cost, and by cost I mean time. So if you're not able to tune in for the whole stream, just tune in for the clips tomorrow. They're pretty funny stories, but it's mostly like nerd stuff, so I figure it's better for the upload. Also, you guys got to wait 10 seconds. Gigi, tell them about your day.
It's been a long one, and I've mostly slept through it. Yeah.
Sorry, my dab hit was like right at the minute mark. You know me. I'm a perfectionist. I don't go a second past the cap. Shit. Okay, but seriously, one of the main stories I want to talk to you guys about is the Eric July thing that's going on, and I find it kind of funny, right? I find it kind of funny. GG.
I have no idea who this guy is.
You don't know who Eric July is?
No, I don't.
Okay. So Eric July has he's made his own comic book company, right? Essentially, he wants to create his own universe, and he has his own character, Isom. First issue, like over 1 million copies sold, right?
Really?
Like, yeah, insane. I think he made like 3 million.
Ooh.
Well, maybe not over 1 million copies sold. He made 3 million though. Regardless, right? He did something pretty crazy.
Well, $3 a pop is 3 million. So.
Nah, I think he sells them for 30. So.
Okay,
yeah,
so that'd be like 100,000.
Yeah, so like $100,000 plus. So
100,000 copies made.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's probably made more. This is basically when this stuff got announced. Okay, so when this stuff got announced, he came out and said, like, look, we've made over like $3 million or whatever. Before that, Eric July was the guy who was calling out like tokenized characters. He'd say, like, look, you have this character, and then they make a black version of that. That's nothing to be fucking proud of. You just made a fucking token character rather than creating your own original unique thing.
Biggest example being Miles Morales.
Yeah, Miles Morales.
Hey, I'm not afraid to admit it. I like Miles, but man, but it's true though.
No, the problem is comic book Miles is Peter Parker. Like there's no variation. There's nothing that really separates Miles from Peter other than skin color, right?
Well, and race.
Well, what about the
skin
movie?
color? Literally skin color. I mean, you could say race, but no, it's
but
the color of his skin.
He's mixed, Crow.
I don't fucking give a shit. Like I'm just saying, the difference is they look different. There you go.
What about the
and
movie?
That's the difference. What do you mean the movie?
Wasn't wasn't Peter Parker like his mentor?
Into the Spider-Verse is its own unique story. Oh my god, whoever's got the here. I think it's you. No, it's not. It's you, Gigi. You made me stab Vic in the back. I meant to get you.
God damn it, Gigi.
All right, hold on. Okay, so let me just explain this, and you got to understand the whole story behind Into the Spider-Verse and how it varies from the comics. In the comics, the Ultimate Universe, Peter Parker dies. Miles Morales is there on the night that he dies. He has already developed some spider powers, and he's too much of a coward to jump in when the Sinister Six are there killing Peter Parker. So he feels guilty. He feels responsible, right? And that actually is a very different story for him from Peter. Okay, he doesn't feel guilty because he didn't save a family member. He feels guilty because he had the power and he let Spider-Man die. That's how he feels. But in terms of how he acts, how he behaves, like the original Ultimate version of Miles Morales was not very interesting or entertaining because he didn't really have any type of personality. He was light Peter Parker. Like Peter Parker light. He was incredibly smart, right? He was very gifted. He did go to an incredibly gifted school for the fact that he was, so intelligent. Just like Peter Parker, except Peter Parker didn't go to the fancy school, but everybody knows he's like insanely fucking smart. From there, you have him in the Ultimate Universe. He typically fights Peter's old villains, and sometimes he would fight his own unique villains, but they never really took off. Like it would always go right back to, Norman Osborn or somebody of that nature. Then you have a time where the universes merge together. They have new Secret Wars. Miles Morales. Yeah. Miles Morales is basically he impresses the guy who is holding all of these universes together and shit.
A molecule man.
Yeah. He gives him a 2-week-old hamburger.
Yeah, he was so hungry that he hadn't had anything like forever. And he's like, "Hey, Miles, thanks, I owe you one." And then when the new universe is created, he basically just revives his mom.
Yes. Not just that. He merges Miles into the main continuity.
Yeah, but that was like the big
Vic,
thing.
Please, it's my story time, man. I'm just kidding. But no. I've completely forgot the whole thing with his mom. I completely forgot about that.
Everyone was talking about. I was like, yeah. When I read that comment, oh, they brought back his mom. Holy shit.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, because remember that they showed that in the Ultimate End tie-in for the Ultimate Universe and Battle World. Towards the end of that story, we fade into the future and we don't know what happens because everyone that was there on the island for where the Ultimates were basically went to go confront Doom and just basically, take the last stand along as everyone else. We didn't see what happened with him until we just got a flash forward with Miles in his bedroom with his mom waking him up and we're just like, what?
Yeah, well, the next part of that was Miles Morales and Peter Parker both know Miles isn't from this main universe, okay? Mm-hmm. So here's the big issue. Miles remembers his backstory, but it never actually happened anymore. So it's really fucking weird because, again, what inspired Miles to be Spider-Man was the fact that he watched Spider-Man die. Now he's in a universe where it's not even his anymore, and Spider-Man is alive. right?
Which is funny because they did bring. I think they did bring back the Ultimate Universe, or they're in the plans of bringing it back.
Yeah, no. Like I don't really care about that. That's them. That's them wanting to have their cake and shove it up their ass. My main point with it is at this point, Miles Morales has no actual backstory for being Spider-Man anymore. Now he's just a version of Peter Parker in a world where Peter Parker already exists. He's fighting rehashes of Peter's villains now, and none of them stick. None of them are entertaining. You can't really name them, right? It's really bad because Miles is not differentiated from Peter in the comics. Into the Spider-Verse, they completely switch it. Okay. They actually kept the main story of, Miles watching Peter die and, not knowing what to do. Right. He's afraid. He doesn't know what to do. And Peter's already told him, run. And he watches Peter get beat to death. And he feels like that's his fault. Right. He didn't do anything. He literally just watched him die. And things are about to get really bad. And Spider-Man is gone. So that's that same story, right? But then you have an older version of Peter, who's more of a screw up, but it's still Peter Parker, and you see how different they are. Okay, you really see how different they are. Now, obviously, this is a much more jaded Peter Parker, but Miles develops off of him, and really, you see, like. He's asking, like, am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? They do this whole like weird fucking father-son thing where they make the joke and everything. But it works. It really does. Miles Morales in that movie, though, is nothing like he is in the comics, right? Mm-hmm. Like, they had to develop a completely new character, okay? Right? They had to give him his own fucking personality. Because Miles in the comics didn't really have one. Now, I know they've tried like redesigning his suit to make it like a little bit more different from Peter, and nothing is really meshing too well to make Miles Morales his own fucking character.
Yeah,
nothing is.
Suit's not too great, to be honest.
Yeah, so the problem is, first off, yeah, I mean, Eric might be being a dick when he says tokenized character, but he is kind of right. They wanted to have the Black Spider-Man, so they killed Peter Parker, and then they gave this Black Spider-Man. And the problem is he had no fucking personality in the Ultimate Universe. So it's like they did not develop a fucking full character other than a Spider-Man who is Black and Latino. I'm sorry, and Latino.
Yeah,
like,
let's not get that part.
Yeah. But like, all I'm saying is it's really difficult to latch on and find anything that you could say that you really do like about Miles. Now, in the video game,
the video game
Miles Morales is amazing. Like,
yeah.
he's even like okay, both of them are big fans of Spider-Man. Okay, like nerd level fans of Spider-Man. Now, in the movie, not as much. In the fucking game, oh my god, he has fucking hero worship.
And their dynamic is great.
Their dynamic is great. Like, he's like, people like this on sidekick characters, but first off, I think they're important. And I think eventually you are supposed to develop them into their own heroes that are different from the one that they're well, I mean, you could say Nightwing, but Nightwing became his own hero. He's nothing like Batman.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, I'm just saying, Miles was not given proper treatment at all. And he just wasn't. He wasn't developed properly. And while I do like the idea of taking characters from a failing comic book side story universe and bringing them into the main fucking universe, they actually have to fucking kind of like earn it, right? You actually have to develop something decent. And I get it, he was like a popular character and everything, but like, come on. Like I couldn't read his fucking books when Ultimate Spider-Man came out because, Well, first off, I thought they made him like way too fucking young. In Ultimate, I think he was like 12 years old.
Nah,
Like,
he was like I think 14 or 15. So basically, he was only
no,
like
no,
two.
I don't think he was 14. That's the thing.
Yeah, I knew he was like only like a few years younger, but not like 12. He looked older than 12 in the comic.
Well, no. Did you read the first issues?
Nah, I did not.
Yeah, no. Like, look at the first like Ultimate Universe comic, and he's very young. He's like very fucking young. But honestly, I'll be clear. I don't actually know for certain like what his age is. Hold on, let me see. Maybe it was just the fact that I'm becoming like such an old fucking man at this point.
You probably are.
Fuck you. Honestly, I don't think they even say.
All I just knew from you was at least a young teenager. So
I like. Hold on. I think this is the first image of him.
I remember the
Where he
first
gets-
images of him were in Ultimate Fallout.
Well, I don't have fucking Ultimate Fallout, so actually, wait. I can illegally. I'm sorry. I mean, I can totally legally look this up. Give me a second. Ultimate Fallout. Wait, it's at readcomicbook.com. Okay, this is. Oh no, fuck. Never mind. Well, okay. This is gonna be bad. Fucking Russian website.
Oh man.
You know what? Ain't worth it. Ain't worth it. Fuck it. I'm not doing this. Okay. Anyways, dude, he was like super young in the fucking comic. Like maybe I'm exaggerating, but he felt younger than the fucking Peter Parker in the Ultimate Universe. Because in the Ultimate Universe, Peter was, I think, only 14 years old.
No, he was 15 until he, like, he turned 16 on the.
No, like I thought that the story starts when he's a freshman, but does it start when he's a sophomore?
Yeah, it's basically when he's 15. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, like Miles was younger at the start of his comic than Peter was at the start of his comic. So I know that he couldn't have been like 14 years old.
But Peter was in the middle of high school. That was the thing. So
Well,
Peter
no,
was in the middle
but he was. If Peter was 15, I know Miles wasn't 14. Like Miles was like 2 to 3 years younger than Peter was at the start of his comic book.
You said 2 to 3, right?
Yeah. So Peter was like 15. Like, you know what I mean?
Miles
was like,
but he was
Miles
still
was
a
like,
teenager.
yeah, maybe he was 13. I don't know. It was just like it felt like because you had already gotten in that Ultimate Universe, Peter had already grown through high school, and he dies essentially when he's supposed to be graduating, when he's supposed to be beginning his life.
Well, and he died literally on his 16th birthday.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on. Because
it literally Death of Ultimate Spider-Man literally takes place around the time of his 16th birthday.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I could have sworn he was older. Because they did like 2 time skips in Ultimate Spider-Man. You know, you keep making me have to like look this shit up, and you don't know for certain. It's like
I
frustrating.
I remember because I remember watching videos about it, and from a guy reviewing the entirety of Ultimate Spider-Man. Let's not forget.
I have to go look this shit up all the fucking time because I'm like so wrong because I fucking smoked right before this shit, and I hate that you're fucking correcting me because you're probably right. Hold on.
Because I have good memory.
Yeah, and I'm high as shit.
Down anymore?
Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, you're right. He died at 16. Fuck.
Yeah, told you.
I thought he died older because they had that. Well, I guess that was just that fucking Mary Jane shit. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, where were we? Okay, so look, I don't know. He felt so much younger than Peter Parker was, and maybe that's just because Peter was more mature than Miles was. I don't know. But I just couldn't like read through the stories. And the thing was, I didn't have like a Peter Parker Spider-Man book to actually read because they killed him in the Ultimate Universe and in the main universe, and it was Doc Ock in the main universe. So
Superior Spider-Man, yep.
Yeah, and Superior Spider-Man was actually really good.
Yeah, one of the only few good things Slott wrote.
Yeah, I know, right? Like he does have talent, but like his head's up his ass so much.
Yeah, especially with his recent Spider-Man thing, was the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, what the fucking Spider-Boy shit? Like,
wait,
what
not to mention how
fuck?
they basically, undid Peter Parker being the chosen one and gave it to Silk, which I thought was also pretty stupid.
Wait, what? No, fuck that.
Yeah,
actually,
exactly.
actually, fuck that. No, fuck you,
Yes.
Silk. Fuck Silk.
So
Silk is
basically,
a
what they ended up
bitch.
doing, supposedly the main villain in that story, basically tried to undo the timeline of where Peter Parker ever became Spider-Man in the main Marvel universe. Hence why he was no longer the chosen one. Instead, it was Silk.
That's just like so fucking retarded. I don't even know what to fucking say anymore.
And
Like honestly, I that's the thing. I'm done with these fucking modern comics. Like I'm just fucking done. Every decision they make is just like a big fuck you to fans and shit. Like
Yeah,
just
that's right.
recently, no, hold on, just recently in the main fucking timeline, fucking Spider-Man and Mary Jane are hinted at getting fucking back together finally. They even
Again?
hold on. This is when the fucking comic first starts. And then they even have Doctor Strange go to Mephisto and ask him about the deal that was made between him and Peter Parker.
Isn't
hold on. Okay? Hold on. This one I remember perfectly. From there, they then do this whole storyline with fucking what's his face, not Norman's son.
You're talking about the whole Kindred saga.
Yeah, the whole fucking Kindred saga,
no,
which was
I remember.
Stop.
No.
Let me just finish.
No,
the fucking Kindred saga was fucking. No, stop. The whole Kindred saga was fucking awful, but it doesn't end. It doesn't end with him and Mary Jane finally getting back together and getting married.
Yeah,
Okay,
here's my theory, though.
Hold on.
Come on, dude.
Stop.
Dude, I recently read this shit. That's what I'm
Stop. Like, I'm giving the fucking story, okay? I'm trying to like give people the fucking time. Nick, I'm trying to give the fucking timeline, and then we can talk about the timeline. I'm just trying to say like what happens in order. Oh my god. Listen. We know the fucking comic book, right? The people in the chat have no fucking idea what we're talking about. I'm trying to explain like the timeline so they have an idea so they can follow along.
Explain to everyone. This is basically Nick Spencer's run on Spider-Man when he took over back like 4.5 years ago. And man, ever since he left, he's basically had nothing to do with Marvel ever since. And I can kind of guess as to the reasons why.
Well, like, yeah, actually, no, you're right. You're totally right. My problem is though, what winds up happening from there is apparently Mary Jane gets separated and put in an alternate fucking universe where time moves faster, where she hooks up with another dude, they have kids, and now she's back home, but she's a mommy with kids. Like, it's so fucked up.
Yeah, that's
like
from
that's
the
so
current run right now.
Up. It is so fucked up.
Yeah, it's from the current run right now.
It's like they just said fuck you to every single fan of Peter Parker. It was just like a giant fuck you to every single Peter Parker fan.
Yeah, because the guy who's currently writing Zeb Wells also wrote the She-Hulk show. So that tells you a lot about him.
Dude, yeah, no, like oh my god, it's awful. It is so awful. It is it treats the characters like garbage. It treats the fans of the series like trash. If you're a longtime fan of Peter Parker, if you're a longtime fan of Spider-Man, and you're a longtime fan, again, of the long-lasting relationship between Mary Jane and Peter Parker, this was a giant go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
This was them telling you that you are shit, you are going to eat shit, and you are going to like eating shit.
Yeah. And here's the thing, too, was you read Nick Spencer's run, right?
Yeah, fuck. I gave up on it. After the Kindred saga, I was just like, this is
his run literally ended on the Kindred saga. That's why.
God, okay, fine. Like
here's the thing, though. I remember at the beginning when Kindred finally confronts Peter, he was literally teasing that it was Harry, but he was literally teasing One More Day in there. He literally had the flashback panels to the end of One More Day from that party when they started off Brand New Day, and there was no mention of that afterwards. Why? Because here's my theory.
Yeah,
Nick Spencer had all this mindset in the world to undo One More Day, and then it was pretty obvious he ended up having to change his writing afterwards. Why? It's kind of obvious. Editorial won't fucking let him. They didn't want to let him undo One More Day. It was like, nope, I'm not gonna let you. Why?
Well, and the thing is, I think you're 100% correct, because on top of not letting him undo One More Day, they then had somebody completely come in and just piss all over the very idea of that ever fucking happening. Like, it's just like a big, you guys suck, you deserve to fucking eat shit, this is what we think of you, fuck off, fucking die, we hate you. Like, there's no fucking reason at all to do shit like that. Because here's the thing, at that point, Mary Jane has literally no value in the story whatsoever. She's literally met another guy. She has fucking kids.
Yeah, and that's what made
she has nothing to do with Peter Parker anymore. She's gone. The fact that if you even try to include her in another fucking story, fucking weird, dude. Fucking weird. They're done.
Yeah, that's why I kind of stopped considering reading Spider-Man comics. It was like, because they split them up again for the 50th damn time and bring back
split them up again. Well, split them up again, and made her like she's older. Okay, she is much I say much older. I think like 5 years or something, but she's now older than he is. She's married. She's lived a whole life with another man and has a baby. Like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what was the reason for that? Just like, you fucking must hate your fucking fans with this like extremely malicious fucking intent. Like, here's my problem.
Look who's the editor-in-chief at Marvel right now.
Oh yeah, do you see the fact that the guy's got like photos with him over at fucking Comic-Con?
Yeah, that too. And remember, C.B. Cebulski even commented on he doesn't really like the relationship between Mary Jane and Spider-Man. So, tells you a lot there too.
Well, dude, like, honestly, man, that's such a major problem, because everyone has had that has always been the relationship since the death of Gwen Stacy. And even before, when Gwen Stacy was alive, him and Mary Jane had a very close friendship. Like, she was like the original one with him too. Okay, she liked him. They went to high school together. She liked him. She knew he was Spider-Man from the fucking beginning and never said anything. Gwen Stacy dies, right? And after the death of Gwen Stacy, him and Mary Jane become much closer. And eventually they get together, they get married. But because editorial didn't like the idea of Spider-Man becoming a fucking adult, right? He still had to be the incompetent fuck up with his life. He can't get shit together. He can't be married and have a kid. So they do One More Day. They just like remove everything.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Because
we can't have him be a father. Okay, we can't have him be a father. That's going
Batman and Superman are allowed to be fathers now.
I fucking, it's just so fucking stupid. It's beyond fucking stupid. And because they know if they ever undid One More Day, they would have to fucking age up fucking Spider-Man. Him and Mary Jane are going to eventually become a family, but now they've just said, no, fuck you, haha. Like, okay, fine, fuck off, I'm done.
Yeah,
fuck you.
And the funny thing is, at least they give it in more reason as to why Mephisto did it too.
The thing is,
that's the one thing I'll give him credit for. They at least did gave a comic book reason as to why Mephisto did that, because of in the future when Mayday becomes all grown up and stuff, she becomes the one to overthrow Mephisto and defeat him when he basically tries to take over the universe.
Yeah, I honestly don't give a shit. Like that's fucking.
Yeah, but at least they give a reason.
No. It's not a fucking reason because that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's still stupid. At least
it's absolutely like brain rotted fucking stupid. He's fucking Mephisto. I'm sorry, I love Spider-Man, I really do, but he's fucking Mephisto. I'm sorry. I love Spider-Man, but he's the literal fucking devil.
Yeah, you don't like
love
the
Spider-Man. Absolutely love Spider-Man.
You don't like
he's
you don't like the idea of
fucking
Spider-Man
devil.
defeating the devil?
Yeah, man. Like in a metaphorical sense, absolutely. This guy can warp fucking reality. No. God damn no. Like, dude, I'm sorry. I love Spider-Man. I really do. But if Mephisto just one day showed up in the streets of New York City and snapped his fingers, he could explode Spider-Man from the inside out. And that would be it. Game over. No, he has to make it more fun. He has rules and whatever. He's the literal fucking devil. If he wanted to, snap his fucking fingers, you're done. I'm sorry. Did nobody figure that out? Doctor Strange has to have like an infinite number of spells surrounding him at all times just to stop Mephisto from fucking taking him over. What Spider-Man got? Like the heart of a champion.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Like, I get it.
To take him over.
I get it. I do. But like, come on. No, it was fucking stupid. It was a bullshit fucking reason. And again, what they've done now is just a giant fuck you. A giant fuck you to every single fan of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm, you know what? You do whatever you fucking want to do at this point. To me, you've destroyed any reason to actually like this fucking character and to like anything in that fucking universe. Because here's the thing. People like trashing DC, like you have to sit there and go, for the most part, they weren't fucking up Batman, right? Batman was still, for the most part doing his thing up until Tom King came along, and look where that fucking got them. And then you have Marvel, and dude, Marvel heavily fucks with these characters, right? But you kind of could have said you still have Spider-Man. And look, up until the end of the fucking Kindred saga, because that's where I was just like, yeah, I'm done. Up until that point, they had something where they could at least say, hey, we've got Spidey. We've got Spider-Man. Spider-Man is fucking still fucking solid. You can't say every fucking comic we produce is shit because we're doing good with this. That's done. That's over. This is all done.
Until they brought back Ben Reilly again.
Yeah, no. No. Fuck the clone of the eternal fucking cuck that is Peter Parker.
God damn, why you gotta hit Ben Reilly for?
I'm sorry, because he's the clone of the eternal cuck that is Peter Parker in modern Marvel comics. Like, it's not even funny.
Oh, wait. I remember seeing that tweet earlier.
Okay. I don't know which tweet you're talking about.
Yeah, but I remember someone tweeted that too when you said that.
Okay, so now we're getting it back on topic. We spent like 40 minutes talking about Spider-Man, which was great. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I guess, it's the whole fucking trans thing, right? Like, there was something in the recent trailer for Into the Spider-Verse 2. Okay, in Spider-Gwen's room, she's got a banner that says "Protect Trans Kids." And here's the thing: in a fantasy universe written by a fucking leftist nutjob, I'm sure they would be in a world where trans kids are actually being murdered in the streets. So it's like kind of whatever, but it tells you who's writing the movie, so that's kind of whatever.
Yeah.
I still think the movie's going to do great. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm still really wondering why Miguel's motivations for hating Miles.
Because he's black. Anyways, it's just...
That doesn't make any sense. Spider-Punk is black.
Into the Spider-Verse. Okay, so anyways, Into the Spider-Verse, all right, was such a good movie, right? It hit all the right notes, and every character was treated with respect. Do I think that they're going to jump into the Spider-Verse 2 and they're going to like start shitting all over people? No. I think what you really have here is incrementalization. It's the slow introduction of their ideology into the things that you like. So the more that they do it slowly over time, the more you just slowly accept what they are doing. Up until you're at the point where they're gonna fucking have Miles Morales become trans and want to chop off his dick. But anyways, I think that's actually gonna happen? No, look, I'm being a dick. Don't get me wrong. I'm being hyperbolic and shit. But yeah, I think that's all it is. What I think they actually would like to do is eventually, if they don't do it in this movie, is in like a third Spider-Verse movie, introduce a trans spider person or a non-binary spider them. But I think that's probably what's going to happen. So this movie, I think you're probably like, if you watch it, it's not going to matter if you watch it or don't watch it. The movie's going to fucking like do gangbusters unless it's actually trash. Unless the story is actually garbage.
I don't think it will be though. So
I don't. I like because Sony understands this property is like super fucking valuable to them, and they're very hesitant to do anything that would destroy Spider-Man's brand recognition. Because that's their largest property, and at the end of the day, money is king. But I think this is all this is. It's just trying to like slowly introduce it so you accept it more and more. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I do. But, you know, who knows? Maybe in the movie, the actual villain is a spider white supremacist. Like that's Miguel O'Hara is a spider white supremacist, and he wants to murder all of the non-white spider persons. There's your motivation for this entire thing. And then Miles Morales is going to be on the floor and beat him because at this point, let's be honest, black men are just cis white men. So we're going to have to bring out the pregnant black Spider Woman who's going to team up with the crippled Spider Person that they just introduced into the into the Marvel comic universe, Spider Legs. Then you're going to have the Spider Trans person. Who's a non-binary they them, and their entire spider uniform is just going to be rainbow colored with the trans flag specifically located on the crotch. But yeah, so then nothing's going to make sense anymore, and the universe is going to like because they're not going to be able to sell this shit to anybody. Like it'd be one thing if this thing was actually making money, but like here's the problem, okay? If you were just like passively buying this shit just for the fucking sake of it, why would you continue to do that? All right, like yeah, the comics are what, $4, $5 at this point.
Yeah, depending how many pages it is.
Yeah, I'm just talking about like a typical release. I mean, you're probably like what, $4?
5 to 6.
5 to 6, shit. Okay, and you have like what, one comic every 2 weeks? Just for one series. Just for one series. Monthly. Yeah, every 2 weeks or monthly. Okay, so you're talking about stack. So just if you want to follow one series, you're probably, I mean, you're going to spend on average about like what, $10 to $12. All right, that's for one series. If you want to read multiple series, because a lot of these books push you into reading the other ones. Brilliant business strategy, mind you. But now you're trying to follow along with 3 different books. Okay. And so now you're what? Your $10 to $12 is now $30 to $36 a month. And then on top of that, you know, you're also going to have those like collected editions, which come out every summer. So that's just an added fucking expense. So to actually be a fan of this stuff, it's like a monthly service fee for a fucking comic book. And in the meantime, you're sitting there going like, why you just get fucking Netflix? But yeah, it's not comics, but like it's cheaper. and there's more. It's cheaper and there's more. Look, comic books are not cheap to actually follow along with, and unlike with manga with Viz, right, which has their entire catalog uploaded online for you for just $2 with fucking Marvel Comics, they don't have anything like that. So you're spending just like so much fucking money. And at the same time, you have like the rampant inflation that we're finally we all acknowledge is happening. Like shit's way more expensive at the fucking grocery stores, for instance. But you have all of that. And it's just like, why would you keep fucking buying these fucking comic books? Like, even if you would have to be a diehard fucking fan to keep buying this shit. And at this point, like, do you really have any diehard fans? Like, yes, I get it. There are people that will buy this shit just to spite, right? Like, and yes, I do think that there are some people like look at all the fucking LGBTQ propaganda and shit that they keep shoving into this garbage and saw fucking Mary Jane hook up with a black dude and just cut the shit out of Peter Parker and said, yeah. Yeah. Do I think you've got a few people there? Yeah. Do I think that they're buying a lot of these comics? Fuck no. Fuck no. Oh God. Oh fucking God. It's just like, God damn. Protect kids, period. Yeah, look, I absolutely agree. I don't think you should go after kids, but my issue is there are things that we do know happen in societies, okay? But there are certain things that are considered like social contagion. My problem is there was the Boston Children's Hospital, okay? They said that they're not doing child gender affirming care surgeries, right? As they would put it, right? They call it gender affirming. The right calls it child mutilation. That's what I actually say it is, because again, you are removing body parts. There's no way around that. Like you're removing and mutilating sex organs. Like I don't know what you want me to say.
I mean, you could call it pizza cutter practice, but
I mean, like at the end of the day, dude, it's like it is mutilation of a child. Now, if you're telling me that the child wants you to do that to them, yeah, man, like no, like fuck no, okay, fuck no. But also, they do something really nasty, okay? Because yes, they have gone to parents and they told parents things like, well, your child is this, and suicide rates for your child are basically 41% for trans people. And that only goes down if you affirm their gender and you do everything to treat them as the gender that which they actually truly are. And they say, and they like, it's the famous fucking line. Would you rather have a dead son or an alive daughter? Right? Like it's shit like that, man. You don't get to like, you want to say, well, that's actually true. Fuck you, man. No, well, it's not. Like I'm done with this shit, right? Because here's the problem. We know from like actual long-term studies going into people, 10 years out from when they've actually gotten their gender affirming care or whatever, and they still have these like horrifically high suicide rates, but they're going to children who for the most part are oh God, how do you say this?
Autistic?
Yeah, no, like you're talking about like of people that are trans, about 50% also report to be autistic. Okay. The majority, to my understanding, and like I'm sure we can pull up fucking studies and shit if people really want to disagree with this, but the majority either exhibit autism, have been sexually abused, suffer from other mental health issues. Many are in fucking foster care too. Like it's like you're looking at this. It's the most vulnerable children that are all of a sudden realizing that they're trans. Like, come on. Fucking come on.
Well, Crow, if you use their logic, you wouldn't just have a dead son, you'd also have a dead daughter on top of it if you go through with it.
I mean, look, I'm just done with it. When they do like the protect fucking trans kids, I'm like, okay, fine. Then stop pushing kids to be trans, given the fucking 41% failure rate. Like, what the fuck? I mean, obviously, I've always been like that guy that says, because I grew up like in the San Francisco Bay Area and shit. Look, to me, from what I used to understand, it was people that had a certain condition and they went to therapy. Sometimes the therapist would help them realize, no, they have some other mental health issue. They have some other trauma that they're dealing with. And sometimes the therapist say, well, no, you really are, this is really how you feel. This is what's going on. You're exhibiting all of these things, and they would have you live as that gender for at least a little bit, just to ensure that that's truly how you felt, like that's truly how you wanted to live. Now it's just, if you say that you are, automatically it is so. And I'm like, dude, that can't be fucking healthy. That really can't be healthy. You're gonna have and the way they go about it with kids is fucking creepy as shit. Because if they can't emotionally blackmail the fucking parents, actually, look, that's the solution in areas where you can't do the other thing, which is call fucking CPS, report the parents, and take the fucking kids away.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna speak from this as a person who's had to spend years of his life dealing with a family member who's an amputee. And I can only imagine that some of the shit that happens post surgery for these trans people is a lot of the same for my sister.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. Junebug, hi Crow. Thank you so much for the super chat, Junebug. Hi, hello. Oh my god, I fucking goddamn. I am so sorry. I saw that as the intros were playing, and then I took that fat fucking hit, and goddamn, thank you so much, Junebug. Really appreciate it. Yeah, fried my fucking mind. Oh god, I feel so terrible.
As I was saying before, like having to take care of my sister for what was it, since I want to say before COVID and through COVID, just having to help her out and listen to her constant wails of, wanting to end herself because she can't do the things that she used to, and how she would like to go back in time and prevent this from happening. I can imagine those are the same thoughts that are going through the heads of many trans people who have gone through post-transition surgery, and that's what leads them to end it all. Now,
well, I mean, it's worse than that, because you have certain instances where, like, okay, there's a doctor on TikTok, and she does these things where she's telling kids that it's okay if they chop off their breasts, they can just get them replaced later. And it's like, that's fucking horrific. I mean, can you imagine, like they actually tell kids that if they chop off their breast, it's okay because they can just be brought back later. They can just be replaced later. They're talking about chopping off your natural breast and then having implants put in.
Well, you can't do that with the nether regions.
Well, look, I'm just saying, like, the fact that they urge that, like, mastectomies onto teenage girls. Look, man, I was a teenager. I remember how that felt. Like, I know that many women who are adults now remember how it felt to be a teenager. Like, there was a lot of shit going on your fucking head at the time, right? You're gonna tell me that the way you felt then is how you feel fucking now?
Yeah, I mean, just think of the women who have gone through breast cancer and had to have a mastectomy.
I mean, they go younger than fucking teens now. They go for the fucking kids. They go for them when they're extremely young, fucking 5, 6 years old. It's sick. It's weird. Like, I mean, and again, my thing is, and I really do not understand why trans is necessarily associated with the LGBT or the LGB community. And the reason why I say that is because being gay, being lesbian, it's inherently it is a sexual thing, right? Like it is who you are physically and sexually, emotionally attracted to. Okay, when it comes to being trans, that's just how you feel about your own body. And even saying it like that could be seen as offensive because I'm saying, that's how they feel. No, that's who they are. But they've gone even further than that now because, God, you have people who are pushing this onto kids, and when we talk about the kids they're pushing it onto kids that traditionally already are very fucking vulnerable, like very fucking vulnerable. It would be extremely weird to me if any group was part of any community and that community was filled with 50% of one fucking group of people. It's a little fucking strange, okay? It's a little fucking strange that you have like 50% of people reporting to be trans also having fucking autism. That's a little fucking strange, isn't it? Well, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having autism, by the way. I'm just saying that it is a unique mental condition.
Yeah, and for the most part, I would say that even body dysmorphia would be pretty much, or gender dysmorphia would be pretty much on kin to an eating disorder. Like, you have delusions about your own body and what it looks like versus.
Like, we're saying that, but here's the thing: I don't even understand it anymore because they've simultaneously argued, and this is the thing where I'm just like, you people are just making this shit up. You do not fucking understand what you're even fucking talking about. I'm just so fucking done. Okay. They simultaneously will argue that these people inherently feel like women. They feel like women. That's who they are. That's who they are inside. On the inside, they are a woman. And then when you try to figure out, what is actually a woman, they have no actual definition other than how you feel on the inside. So it's like, okay, then why would you have fucking expensive ass cosmetic surgery that leaves you horribly fucking scarred, permanently mutilated, and you're gonna do this because how you feel on the inside, but you can't actually define what that is. Man, that is like the most backwards ass fucking logic. And then you fucking say that makes no sense, and they go, well, that's because you're not trans. You don't know what it feels like to be a trans person. Why? I mean, motherfucker, come on. Let's fucking go. Like, I'm just done with this shit. Like, come the fuck on. You want to talk like... I understand when you tell me that you've actually gone through the proper therapy, like you've made sure because this is permanent, this is life altering. You tell me all of that, I honestly have nothing to really say to it. Okay? You tell me as an adult, at 18 years old, as a legal adult, you're gonna fucking do it to yourself and you haven't done any of that shit. I'd say, like, dude, think about it. And you say, no, fuck you, turf fucking transphobe or whatever. I'd be like, okay. You know what? Free will, man. But they go to fucking kids. They go to children that can't fucking consent. And they push it on them. They emotionally blackmail the fucking parents. And they have like the truly sick and twisted ones that do it for fucking fame and clout for themselves. Like that fucking Jazz Jennings or whatever. Man, that's a horrifically fucking evil mother. Like there's old clips of her saying how her daughter or son, what I don't even know, it would be crying at night, not wanting to take the fucking treatment, not wanting to take the fucking sex hormones and shit, and she would force her to take them. Like, dude, like maybe they are trans, but like fucking Christ, you're fucking abusive. I don't even fucking know. You're fucking abusive though. Holy shit. So like I mean, dude, it's twisted. And you see like this urge to get like more violent happening right? And I'm gonna like shift again. We're gonna eventually get back talking about Eric July and this fucking weirdo. We just had a fucking another incident. Hold on. Oh, actually, that's another incident of a future mass pewer. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Give me a second. What do you think of what I had to say there, Gigi?
Are you talking about the Ron DeSantis one?
No. That's the one that I do have pulled up. Hold on.
Oh, you're talking about the mother abusing the daughter.
No. Oh, hold on.
No, what you said.
Wait,
before,
no.
right?
I almost got it. I got it. Okay, chat. Look at this. Look at this. Colorado police intervene and stop another trans school shooter before it happens.
Jesus.
Yeah. They have a whole manifesto. They were ready to fucking go. Like, my issue is, okay, you had look. It's not going to shock me if this same community comes to the defense and starts sympathizing with this potential mass shooter, and we see even more people inspired. Okay, it's not going to start shocking me, because after what happened in Tennessee, these people, not even for 2 fucking seconds, had any fucking sympathy for the victims. You had a trans person go to a Christian school and shoot it up, right? You've been telling people in Tennessee they're passing legislation to end all trans people, anti-trans legislation. It's happening. They're wiping out our existence. And so a trans shooter, after that passes, makes her way into a Christian school and just murders 3 children, 9 years old, as well as 3 of the teachers. Hold on.
Junebug donated another 2.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Can you debate SFO on the last topic?
Short Fat Otaku, I think, is who they're referencing with SFO.
Oh, yeah, on what topic?
On the trans topic, I think.
Sure. What do they want to debate? Wait. Debate trans people?
No, debate Short Fat Otaku. He's another YouTuber from like the Gamergate days.
Oh God. Ugh. Well, sure.
He's got a sizable audience.
But like, sure, why not? Can I be high when we do it? I just prefer to be toasted for a conversation like that.
But prepare yourself, Crow. He's Canadian.
Oh God, yeah, no, that's brilliant. I hear they have more fucking hate speech laws, and I'm just like,
they've gotten worse apparently.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you know what? Fuck your country, fuck your fucking maid, fuck you. Honestly, like, what am I even supposed to debate? His country literally advocates killing their infirmed. Fuck off, man.
He doesn't even agree with that.
Yeah, that's great. Fucking leave fucking Canada, bitch. Like, fuck you, man. Oh God, dude, there's a time to leave your country when they literally start suiciding the masses. Like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Hey, guess what? For years, we told everybody healthcare was free here and everything was so much better here. And guess what? We actually couldn't afford it. So guess what? We're just gonna kill you now.
No. T-Bird, he's not another Steve. He's actually far different from Steve. He's actually pretty nice.
I mean, like, dude, that's my problem, right? Because I'm like a total dick about something like that. He's just gonna like sit there, go like, man, I totally agree. Like, what the fuck? Oh God, look, I just what like if they want to debate a topic on trans people. Like, I mean, I guess we can do that. But again, when you make it, here's why I think that this doesn't so much surprise me, and why I wouldn't necessarily be surprised by another person inspired by this, is after what happened with the trans shooter, Audrey Hale, the entire trans community ran to their defense. Okay, am I going to say like I'm not going to be so hyperbolic to say that they all justified that they all said that those kids deserved it and shit like that? Yes, I saw a few tweets. I'm going to assume that that is just the minority. I hate it when people on the other side will find like some fringe fucking right-wing fucking nut job and then go and say like, look, this is what all conservatives think. And like, yeah, to the exact same point, like to point to like a few posts where they're like, oh yeah, they deserved it. Here's my issue though.
Junebug clarified. They said debate trans and trans kids.
Yeah, sure. Like whatever. Just set it up. Anyways, when you then have this like these people and Junebug, thank you for the super chat. I wasn't trying to be rude there. I just don't want to lose my train of thought. When you have these kids. And you're kids like these people, like this person looks young to me, but younger than me. Again, I'm becoming an old man. But when you have these people and you have a mass shooting and you have this entire community talk about how precious this person was and how tragic it is that they are gone, and how really this is because the trans community is always under attack, and Audrey was a real victim, and you have this entire community pulling that fucking bullshit, right? You had a fake fucking church with a like one of those LGBTQ pastors with the fucking rainbow flags and shit. And he gives like a sermon about how Audrey Hale is essentially Jesus. What? I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking kidding, dude. I'm not playing this fucking clip. It would make me punch my fucking screen. Look, I'm not even Christian, but I'm like, man, to have these people such a mockery of your faith, it must fucking sting. And you Christians are too much of fucking pussies to do shit about it.
Well, they already have Chris Chan doing that right now. Well, now he's no longer in prison, but when he was.
Yeah, so like, would love to see you debate him on trans kids. Yeah, I personally don't really care about which topic, but it's fine. I don't mind because that does sound interesting, I guess. I really want to hear. I'll be real. Like I want to better understand this argument that it's okay for kids to do this shit. Like I really want to understand that argument. But otherwise, would love to see you debate him on trans kids. Thank you for the super chat, Junebug. If anyone wants to set something like that up. Oh, he doesn't agree with the trans kids thing, though.
Yeah. I think they meant to say discussion rather than debate, because I think you two would mesh real well, because he's a weeb too.
Oh my god, dude! I honestly thought this dude was like some fucking weird ass fucking leftist.
Nope.
And I was still like, oh god,
no,
yeah,
dude.
Why not?
Like I said, he's from the Gamergate days. He was pro Gamergate and everything.
I thought he was like one of those Gamergate crybabies.
No, he wasn't anti. He actually went against them, and they went against him too.
Oh god, that's hilarious. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah,
he's an OG.
Well, then I doubt he'd actually want to talk to me, because he sounds like he's probably got more class than I do.
Well, he does have like a trans co-host. I can't remember her name, but I've watched plenty of his videos, and his opinions line up with yours for the most part.
Seriously, wow, that's
yeah.
weird. Almost nobody agrees with me.
Guys, I just want to know. I'm gonna hop off right now.
Oh, have a good night, Vic.
Right.
Oh, wait, Vic.
What?
When are we gonna do our Pokemon match?
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay, wait. Do you have your team ready?
Yeah.
Oh, so do I. Yeah. Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So, GG, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I was just taking a hit off my vape.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, no, you have another one of these things. And I'm like, look, when you have people like lionize a fucking child killer and memorialize them and say like they were the ultimate victim, they were a fucking martyr, they were fucking Jesus on the fucking cross. Like, dude, of course you're gonna inspire more fucking mass shootings. Like, are you fucking like brain damaged? Like, who the fuck does that? Who the fuck does that? That is idiotic. Oh my god, that is not when Dude, most mass shooters do this shit for fucking attention. You know that, right? They want to be fucking famous, you fucking idiots. And you jackasses, oh my God, you took all the gasoline you could fucking find and you just tossed it all over this. Like, who the fuck does that? Who's like so, man, dude, you want to tell me, like, you found something sympathetic that drove someone to do something insanely fucking evil? Okay, or at least that's something, okay? Do I think that says it justifies anything? Fuck no. Do I think that means you say that they were truly a victim? Fuck no. What the fuck? Nothing justifies this. And these idiots, like, I fucking started praising this psychotic bitch. You had other fucking trans and fucking trans ally influencers run out and immediately start making fucking veiled ass threats. Oh, it's gonna get worse if you don't stop passing these anti-trans legislations. Pew pew, bitch.
Well, I guess in their mind.
No, what the actual fuck?
I mean, in their mind, Crow.
This community talks about, oh, it just wants to be left alone. It just wants to be allowed to live their fucking lives, while at the exact same time praising a fucking mass shooter. Fuck you! Oh my God, fuck all of you! It's not even like a joke anymore. Oh, we don't support that. We just think that they were victims. Yeah, exactly. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Well, this is a joke, Crow, but in their own arguments, I'd say that they're a victim of their own actions.
Oh my God! Oh my God! They're the only thing that person did wrong was not point the gun at themselves first. Holy shit! Holy shit! They murdered children. They murdered children. That is the only thing that they did wrong. That they didn't tell. Oh my God! That's the only thing that they should have fucking done. Oh my God! They should just. Oh my God! That if they did that. Then I could understand this entire community feeling sorry for them. But that's not what's going on here. That's not what's fucking going on here. And it's disgusting. It doesn't stop. They get worse. They promote more. Like, fucking hell, I'm done. How many of these like jackasses went and stormed that fucking Tennessee Capitol and shit, right? We're gonna shift straight into another topic before we jump back into Eric's fucking stupid little whiny bitch person. Also, Junebug, thank you for that super chat. Yeah, if anyone can set that up, because it sounds like it'd be a fun conversation. I would definitely love to be toasted for it. So yeah, totally. But you basically have in Tennessee, after this happens, they storm the state capitol. And, you know, you have a bunch of students, and I understand that. But, man, it was the trans activists who got there first. It was the trans activists who started bitching about trans rights. Well, actually, no, gun control. And what happened when they were inside? Trans rights, protect trans kids immediately. Fucking immediately. When they start, like, doing a memorial for the victims, what the trans people all start holding up 7 fingers because these people are insanely fucking psychotic. Like, man, here's the thing, okay? Here's the actual thing. People like get all pissy when you say shit like assimilation. No, look, at the end of the day, I get it. We're a nation of very varied people, but we all have to share certain things in common, okay? And when a bunch of kids get fucking nuked, you do not make it about your fucking selves and your fucking community and start justifying what fucking happened. And the minute you fucking did that, yeah, as far as I was concerned, this whole idea of the trans community, whatever these fucking weirdos fucking are, because it clearly isn't all trans people, because anyone who disagrees with them, including trans people, get fucking ostracized. So whatever this like evil little fucking cabal of people are, we're clearly not the same. We are never going to be the same. We will never see eye to eye on literally fucking anything. You are fucking evil. You are nasty. You are vile. And until you renounce all your fucking wicked ways, as far as I'm concerned, you're like enemy fucking number 1 for like all of humanity. Fucking hell. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm being hyperbolic, but come the fuck on. What the hell is going on? Well, is it just like a fear of calling out something that's truly fucking bad because you think that's going to cause people to judge you? Like, man, if that would just humanize you to me. Because then I would be able to say, look, something terrible happened, and they're not making it about them. They're taking their time to go to these Christians who they regularly call evil fucking bigots, who just lost these 3 kids, and they go there to like give their give something to them. Charity. I don't fucking know. Instead, they did charity drives for themselves. Who does that? Who the fuck does that? Honestly, who the fuck does something like that? Whose fucking idea was that? Because it wasn't just like one person. You had multiple people do this shit. You had a bunch of VTubers do like charity drives for trans rights and charity. What the fuck? Oh my God, it's so evil. It's so fucking evil. Like one person in your community commits a massacre against another, and you do fucking charity drives for yourselves. Oh, it's so nasty. It's so vile. It's so fucking wrong. Who the fuck does shit like that? I can't. I just can't. I just fucking can't. It's so vile. No, it's so screwed up.
No. I was just going to say, like, one of the arguments I had heard was that, Christians had been doing this to Jews, vilifying them, making them the scapegoat. Now they have no fucking, excuse when we do it to them and shit like that.
Oh, good, dude. And next to fucking blood libel, you fucking cretins. Oh my fucking God. Fuck you people. Oh, hey. Why don't you come after the fucking Muslims next? Yeah, we did some terrible fucking things too. You fucking leeches. You nasty little bitches. Hey, you want me to go back into your fucking histories? Oh, you don't want that. I guarantee you're related to some fucking assholes. Because that's the thing about human history. We're all kind of fucked up. We've always been kind of just really fucked up. It means nothing to me when you say your ancestors were taken over by their ancestors. No, it means your ancestors were bitches who just got fucked in the head. Because at the end of the day, everybody did this shit to everybody else. Literally, you know where the fucking slave trade starts? It starts in fucking Ireland. Not because the Irish were doing it to themselves. Oh, fuck. Dude, the Irish were the fucking, original fucking slaves and shit. It's nuts.
Yeah, they went by another name, indentured servants.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's so cute. Yeah, everybody, every single race of being at one point has either been a slave or enslaved another. In most cases, it's both. In most cases, it's actually both. So I just, oh man, I look at what's happening now with the way this specific community behaves in the wake of a mass shooting by someone who is a part of their community. Do you know how fucking, can you imagine? And I imagine this for a moment. Could you imagine
0.1% victim?
Yeah, 0.1% victim. That's funny.
Well, if you got a drop of Irish blood in you, that's it.
Wait, weren't the Christians persecuted by the Jewish faith when it was up and coming? Yeah, dude, of course. I can't, man, I can't. Carl Martin, yeah, that's fucking hilarious. But yeah, no, it's the sins of the father. That's all it is. It's the sins of the father. That's all these people believe in. And to me, I look at it and go look, man, I'm Palestinian. All right. A lot of my family lives in Jordan. If I was going to bring up all the shit that have been done to the Palestinian people, I would eventually get to the point where the Palestinians were the villains in the story and we're doing shit to other people. Yeah, we can go back to fucking antiquity and trace back, and then we can compare who was the most evil of our ancestors. And I guarantee you're going to be fucking surprised. You're going to be pretty fucking surprised. 50% victim. Stop.
Hey, Crow, since I know you keep bringing up that fact about your heritage, but what do you think of the Lebanese Civil War?
Look,
and how that all turned out. Because that plays a big part in like today's controversies between Israel and Palestine.
Listen, here's my thing. There was a time where the Palestinian people thought that they could trust the British Empire, and the British Empire would free them from the evil, mean, and vicious Turks who were at that point were called the Ottoman Empire. It didn't really work out.
And then the French came in.
Well, the French came in, and then the United States came in, and then you had the 6-Day War, and the United States proved why they were the superior military force at the time. Because there's a reason why it's called the 6-Day War.
It ended in 6 days.
Yeah. But also what you have to understand is none of these other Muslim nations were all that invested in what happened in Palestine, right? They had their own shit. They honestly did not want to have the United States bomb their asses too. So the Palestinian people, some of them stayed there. A lot fled, right? You had plenty go to Lebanon. You had many go to Jordan, and then various areas throughout the region. But yeah, look, the British messed up the Middle East a lot. Yeah, they really did.
Yeah, they started drawing lines in the sand.
and you know,
quite literally.
And don't get me wrong, like I don't blame the Jewish people at the time, because after the Holocaust, when they attempted to return to their homes, it was the European nations that refused to let them back in. They refused to let them come back. So at that point, it's like, yeah, they were promised that they could go to Israel, their ancestral homeland. Yeah, I get it. I do. And I get why, even if you want to say like everything they do is underhand and evil, on some level, they were nearly wiped out. Like on some level, they were almost permanently made extinct. I don't know what you want me to say. Like I kind of understand why
they're
they
almost
would be
like the Native Americans.
Bro, the only reason why they're not is because they actually have like a fucking functioning country. Other than that, these fucking losers would be simping all over for them. The moment they have a bit of power, oh, they fucking hate them. Bro, you want to pretend like any of these like people don't like beat the shit out of each other? Look at what happens in the Gaza Strip. You do have moderates. You do have people that just want to fucking end the fucking conflict. You know what happens to them? Hamas shows up and beats them in the street. So no. The Palestinian people aren't like the most innocent, because no. The Palestinian people are under the boots of Hamas and the entire Israeli military. And here's my problem. These people, when they fucking talk about solutions, their solution is for Israel to completely fucking disarm and let Hamas fucking ass rape them. What's that going to do for the Palestinian people that are fucking suppressed by Hamas? What, they're just going to be suppressed by the ultra more powerful Hamas? Like, fuck off.
Yeah, they're caught in a rock and a hard place.
They completely are. And like, again, you want to end the conflict there? Look, I'm not going to be like, I'm not kidding. What you would probably need to do is have multiple nations in the area at the exact same time. And you would have to wipe out Hamas entirely. Well, at the exact same time, you would have to have probably someone like the United States threaten to withdraw all support from the nation state of Israel if they do not immediately begin a ceasefire with the remnants of the Gaza Strip, which would be whoever doesn't die in the extermination of Hamas. That's how fucking bad it is. That's what happens when you let cancer fester for fucking years. That's how fucking bad it gets.
It's like
There's
the
no other way
pseudo-nuclear
out.
option.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. There is no other way out, because there'll never be peace. There will never be fucking peace there.
You know, when you mentioned the 6 Days War, about 50 years later, we did it in 100 hours in Gulf War I.
They have these like idiotic notions. Oh, what we'll do is we'll just separate the lands. Dude, the Gaza Strip is a fucking wasteland. Gaza
It's
Strip
been
ain't
bombed
shit.
out harder than anything else.
Yeah. Bro, there's nothing there.
It's ground zero, not the Gaza Strip.
Yeah, like they're not gonna let the Palestinian people go into the fucking holy city. They're not gonna let them in. And the Israelis, their only thing they want to do to the Gaza Strip is just completely flatten it. And maybe when they've completely flattened it, maybe they can rebuild from there. Yeah.
I mean,
there you go.
if the
And
Gaza
guess
Strip
what?
could-
I guess what? There are plenty of Palestinian people who would probably be very happy to just be done with it. There are. But then there are many more who have been at war for their entire fucking lives and are completely fucking radicalized to the notion that they need to kill all the Israelis.
So a no man's land. Nah, I'd say the best option for the Gaza Strip is to be like the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea at this point.
Yeah, other than that, like an actual hardcore extermination of Hamas. And I'm not even shitting you. You would need like an independent third-party military force out in super strong force and numbers to patrol the Gaza Strip fucking daily and round up any fucking terrorists they find.
You think the UN forces would be able to do it?
I mean, if they weren't such fucking pussy ass bitches, maybe.
I'd say at least 5 high-ranking soldiers from each nation should be like the what is it? The senior committee underneath the UN to basically police and demilitarize that whole place.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. You need something that is incredibly different from anything I think that would have ever been tried. And even then, I think it's fucking retarded to do that because at the end of the day, once that force is gone, the bad guys are just going to come right back. It doesn't end. That hatred is never going away.
I wouldn't say it'd be like East and West Germany there, Infinite. I'd say it'd be more or less kind of.
I think your problem, I'm not even kidding.
I mean, it wouldn't even have the Berlin Wall.
You guys cannot compare the people in the Middle East to the people in Europe. It is far more fucking dogmatic. You do not understand. It is far more fucking dogmatic. You do not.
I don't think like a concrete wall would be, big enough or even good enough to separate the two from fighting that much.
Yeah, look, even if you had a concrete wall, I'm not kidding. They will get weapons. Here's the thing about the area. Everything is so truncated and closed in together that you will always be able to smuggle weapons into the Gaza Strip. You will always be able to do that. So as long as
like near water.
Yeah, dude, as long as Iran is still committed to the destruction of Israel and wiping off the face of the earth, which again, they've said they are committed to wiping Israel off the face of the earth. So until that goes away, Iran is never going to stop sending weapons into the Gaza Strip.
Well, I mean, they're still willing to do deals as far as military plans to knock out Iraq's nuclear reactors back when Saddam was still in power.
Well,
that epic raid where they loaded down F-16s and then precision bombed the nuclear reactor he was trying to build.
That did happen, yes. Oh man, can you imagine how fucking pissed he must have been?
Oh dude, that should have been like the Israeli version of Top Gun if they ever made a movie about it. I'm just saying, like, one of the guys who participated in it was the first Israeli astronaut who died in the Columbia disaster.
Yeah, they use tunnels.
Yeah, tunnel rats, another thing you got to look out for is ancient cities have ancient underground structures.
Ancient cities have ancient underground structures.
They still hold up to this day, but I don't know how. People knew how to build things back then.
Yeah, right. But like, honestly though, it is for me, I would say like the most concerning thing that you see with this shit is we have people that will advocate and say like it needs to happen, that the Palestinian people need to made their own nation, and Israel needs to stop messing with them, and yada yada yada. And I'm like, dude, like you can't pretend that if only these evil, mean old Israelis would just leave the Palestinians alone, everything would be fine. Dude, no, man. They're not going to forget like 100 years of violence and war and bloodshed. They're just going to fucking forget about that. It's just going to like suddenly go away. Hamas isn't suddenly going to say, you know what, guys? Well, we finally got what we wanted. Let's put down our guns now. Like, these people live in like this cuckoo-ass fantasy fucking world where like nothing makes fucking sense. Oh, man.
You tell that to your dad.
Yeah, right. I'm just saying, like, no. Dad's wrong. Dad's wrong. Dad is 100%. Hey, I know the shit that Dad thinks. So I know he's wrong. Everyone goes through shit. Okay, but yeah, no, like, I don't even know how we got like so far off fucking topic there. But
I was talking about how one of the things I had heard was a justification. Well, the Christians persecuted the Jews, therefore it's fine for us to do it if we're trans.
I mean, look, I don't know, man. They have such backwards ass logic. It's just so fucking nuts to me sometimes. Anyways, so basically,
or you got another one?
Huh?
What's this?
Okay, so basically in Tennessee, like when I said that they stormed the Capitol, I guess that you had these three state representatives. They decided to join in with the I love this term. They decided that they were going to join the insurrectionists, and so they stormed into the Capitol with the insurrectionists. They stood up on the platform and everything. They got all their cheers and all their applause and all their praise. And I guess two of them grabbed a megaphone and started shouting into the megaphone to disrupt what was going on. Right. And so to my understanding, those two got expelled and this fat white lady didn't. And so people are going like, this is racism. This is racism. She even said that it was about her skin color. And I'm like, you know what, man? I'm not going to play this fucking stupid ass game with these people because you want me to believe that the reason is racism, but also for some reason, the racists decided to forgive the white lady hanging out with the black people. That just doesn't seem like something a racist would do. Right? Like, because if they're just doing this out of fucking sheer racism, what, they finally decided that the white lady that fucking hates their fucking guts and is walking like arm in arm with the black guys is shit, we can't fuck with her, guys. Got the right, God, you people. So vapid, so dumb. Oh God. Look, honestly, they're being very specific on why they've expunged and expelled these other two. And the problem is the lady doesn't meet the criteria. That's it. That's the one thing that she didn't do like them. And that's the thing that was disruptive.
She didn't have a megaphone.
She didn't have a megaphone, and she wasn't shouting into the megaphone. She was just standing there like an idiot. No, I'm not kidding. She was just standing there like an idiot. Oh God, I don't have the clip. Do you have it?
I thought you have it right here on the tweet.
Oh no, this is her basically saying that the reason why she wasn't expelled is because of her skin color. Or heavily actually, hold on, let me just play because she implies it.
I will answer your question. It might have to do with the color of our skin.
What a soundbite.
Yeah, here's the thing. This fat, bloated fucking elephant, right? If it really was about her fucking skin color, she could just sit there and go like, that's why they said so. No. She's just going to say like, that's the implication. Oh, it's because of my skin color. And then again, anything that they say is just bullshit. They're just hiding it because they're racist. This woman is a fucking cunt. This woman is a fat, bloated fucking hippo. Fucking fat hippo fucking potamus. Like, you want me to sit there and believe that the super racist, evil fucking GOP decided that the fucking Democrat hanging with the black people, that's just totally cool. No, like, if they really hate these people, they're not going to, like, suddenly just say, oh, well, that lady gets a pass. No! God damn! God damn! Hey, listen, you know what the KKK used to do to white people who hung out with black people?
They used to kill them too.
Yeah, they used to kill them too. God damn. Yeah, yeah. That's why white people were so afraid, because again, that's why.
Yeah, they called it race mixing.
Yeah, exactly. That's why white people who didn't hate black people, even if they didn't, were terrified of the fucking KKK, because the KKK knew that to keep people in line, they had to make sure that everybody would be punished if they were caught with a black person, because that would make it normal to hang around black people. The KKK fucking hated that shit. So they would murder white people that did it too, or at the very least, heavily try to fuck with their lives. So then I look at this situation where apparently it's all just about racism. And I'm like, come on. Then if it, honestly, I'm not even lying. There's a reason why. Look, they stormed there. They had the megaphones. There you go. That's why. The reason why she's not is because she didn't have one. She wasn't using one. She was just standing there like a fucking idiot. That's it.
Technically, the racism card wouldn't even work either, because the megaphones are usually white.
Yeah, she survived by one vote. Look, here's the thing. I agree. She should be fucking expelled. I think it's fucking bullshit that she isn't. But again, they have a fucking flimsy ass fucking excuse. It doesn't matter. There is an actual reason why. And somebody was fucking compelled to be a fucking idiot. At the end of the day, you want me to believe it's fucking racism. So what? It's tell me which one's the racist, okay? Because it was one fucking vote. If it was one fucking vote. But no, honestly, I think it's fucking stupid. They have a reason why. You can argue it's fucking dumb, but like to say that it's because of racism, then this bitch would have just been gone too.
Wait, are they or is Yokai implying that racism is done by committee?
Oh god. So anyways, that's happening. But back to this guy who's like gay for Eric July. Hold on. Let me. Oh wow, I've got another one of these fucking things. Okay, so this dude like responded to Eric, and he was just like hella fucking hostile, and it was a little bit weird. Okay, that's why I said he's a little gay for Eric. But I'm just gonna play this.
Apparently, he's gay for someone who he thinks is a pedophile.
Hey, Eric, can I call you that? Eric, I actually don't give a fuck. Really don't give a fuck. I see you found my video. You made a video about me. Flattered, I am. But I'm actually busy doing some shit. So I'm going to give you a little preview of my response to whatever you have to say to me. Fuck you. Fuck off. And when you're done fucking off, you can fuck off even more, because I don't debate and argue with bigots, transphobes, and misogynists, and people that do dog whistle coded language bullshit. I don't do it. I'm not like these other people you fucked with. So I'm going to watch the video, and then we're going to see what's going on. But that's a little preview.
You know, I love the oxymoron of dog whistle, because when people say like these words are dog whistles, the only people
and then they're the only ones that hear it. Yeah, it's fucking weird, right? I'm always like, well, if it's a dog whistle and I didn't hear it,
and you're the only one barking.
Yeah, you're the one barking. Oh my god, did you hear that? It's a dog whistle for racist. Oh man, it's like, oh my god, did you hear that dog whistle? They hate gay people. What? It's a dog whistle. They think white people are the superior race. I was just there going like, bro, you're the only one reacting. You're the only one reacting to the dog whistle. Oh man, it's fucking Christ. Here's the thing, they should have just stuck to calling it coded message, because like literally a dog whistle. These people never had a dog whistle, and they never seen one. Holy shit! The point is, the only people who react to the dog whistle are the fucking dogs. You fucking dogs. Oh my god, dude!
That's why I say it's an oxymoron. It defeats its point, or it defeats its insistence.
It's just like I've just never seen people just not be able to have any fucking context for how fucking stupid they are. Oh man. Oh god. It's just I shouldn't be surprised. I shouldn't be surprised. But on some level, I'm just like, how? Fucking how? How are you a real person? How are you a real
language,
person?
buzzwords.
Oh my god, all the fucking coded language buzzwords. Just shove it up your ass.
A bigot? I don't debate bigots. Buzzword.
I don't care about your opinion, but when you make but I'm gonna give out my response video to your video once you do it. But I don't care about what you have to say, B. What the fuck, dude? Wait. Do you care or do you not care? Because it seems like you fucking care. It seems like you care a lot. Oh god.
See, this is why I don't feel ashamed of calling these people dogs, because they're the only ones barking at a dog whistle, supposedly.
I mean, at this point, what else would you call them? They're the only ones who react to the thing that they say is a dog whistle.
Yeah, I mean, a dog whistle makes a dog whimper or bark mad. It doesn't make them agree. Yeah, keep whistling.
That's
keep whistling.
How these people behave. They're barking and whimpering and shouting and crying as loud as they can.
Yeah, it's like the dog whistle in reverse, or oxymoron at this point.
No, it's a literal dog whistle. It's a literal dog whistle. These people even act like fucking dogs when they hear it.
Yeah, this is the problem when people don't understand words or even language and how it's used properly. Things like this, when they say it out loud, can be twisted back on them for hilarity.
Oh god, it's and the thing is that's not even my intent, but at that certain point, you can't fucking deny it. Jesus, these people, it's just what is wrong with you? At a certain point, at a certain fucking point, you have to just acknowledge it's you. It's fucking you. You people. If you're the only one who ever hears a super secret dog whistle that nobody else is hearing or reacting to,
I mean,
and you know exactly what it means.
I mean, that's the thing. It's they go by the definition. It's something that only a dog can hear, whistling, like dog whistle. And if you're the only ones hearing it, you're the dogs.
Oh god! See, here's the thing: you call these people dogs, and they'll take it as a compliment. Well, I mean, okay, that was a shot at furries, but a lot of these people are fucking furries.
Well, the Democrats always call themselves a bulldog Democrat when they're hard on shit.
Don't talk to me about Democrats being hard. That's
Red Rocket.
Holy shit! Dude, that South Park episode was nuts. All right. Okay, so, okay, all right. We got one more crazy pew pew person story to go over. Don't worry, this one's not trans. We finally have a boy doing it.
Don't assume they're gender, Crow.
Mother of future school shooter blames everything on DeSantis. Kid's batshit crazy mom deserves no blame. I'm still waiting on my son's release. Everything my son has struggled with these last 2 years came from DeSantis personally targeting my family for blowing up his COVID success story lie. He was 11 years old when he was held up at gunpoint by police on DeSantis's orders.
DeSantis and whistleblower Rebecca Jones.
Just because you're a darling of some corners of the fever swamps. I knew there was an investigation.
So one, she's not a data scientist.
I knew there was an investigation.
She is not involved in collating any data. She does not have the expertise to do that.
I knew there was an investigation. You'd think that would be the end of it. Obviously, she's got issues. I knew there was an investigation.
She is not the chief architect of our web portal.
I knew there was an investigation. Sir, excuse me. No, excuse me. I'm not going to let you get away with it. I knew there was an investigation.
Is this like an actual clip from a CBS story? Like,
nah, it's a super cut trying to prove their point.
Like, dude, like
this pandemic, and today we execution of a
because like that's just so annoying to fucking watch. Like, who the fuck did this bitch cut this shit herself?
Yeah, it seems like it.
What the fuck is this? Like, god damn, you're bad. Like, I'm shitty at editing shit, and this woman is worse than I am. Anyways.
Yeah, I love the little fact check sticker note she puts in it too. Like, it doesn't have like a source that could actually prove her points. Like, no, fact check, I was.
Yeah. He said I'm not. I am. He said I'm not. I am. He said
This
I'm
is
not.
political
I still
persecution.
am. Weeks after Rebecca Jones sued the state of Florida over wrongful termination from her position of threatening internet post. Oh, hey, hold on. This fucking I don't want to subscribe to the Miami Herald. Son of Rebecca Jones, Florida whistleblower arrested in probe of threatening internet post. So it's funny because originally they had changed the headline. It was 13-year-old son of Rebecca Jones, whistleblower who clashed with DeSantis, arrested over memes. The new headline here, I'll
Wait, what did he say? Like, some of you guys are cool, don't show up tomorrow?
The Miami Herald tried to gaslight the fuck out of everyone. Now, they got called out. Hold on, they got called out. There's a community note added to the tweet. After that, they changed the headline to son of Rebecca Jones, Florida whistleblower, arrested in probe of threatening internet post. Bro, they're going to argue, oh, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's fucking not, man. You're like, they try to imply, okay, that Ron DeSantis had her son arrested over fucking memes. They've had to change it to a much more neutral headline, which still doesn't tell you shit. Okay? Do you know what does? It's the community note that got added on Twitter. This is the only thing that's telling you what actually fucking happened. This woman is fucking psychotic. An incident report released Thursday afternoon by the Santa Rosa Sheriff's Office alleged the 13-year-old made repeated threats to shoot up Holly Navari Middle School and to stab students who angered him. Her son was going to commit a fucking massacre. This woman is a...
Well, let's see here. She's blonde. She's a single mother, has one kid, and the kid's fucked up. Sounds about right.
Very easy to understand. There you go. Rebecca Jones' son arrested in Florida after allegedly threatening to shoot up school and stab students. That's fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Here's a video. She tried to like act as if this happened in fucking broad daylight, right? Cops just showed up like stormtroopers. Sen wanted me to talk about Ron DeSantis. He keeps telling me, say, vote Ron DeSantis. I have no fucking clue why. Oh, God.
Cue the Imperial March.
Oh, my God. This is such a cursed image. I'm going to pull it up. It's such a cursed image. Okay. So this is fucking Sen. Okay. Here we go. This is her turning her son in voluntarily.
Is that the father? or the
Yeah, that's the
boyfriend?
dad. That's the dad.
Okay, I thought she was a single mother. That'd explain a lot. Well, I guess the father looking like a soy jack explains a lot too.
But there's again, the police didn't show up to her home at gunpoint and arrest her kid. I assume the police probably contacted her and said, "Hey, look, your son is making these horrific fucking posts. We need you to bring him in. Can you do that?" And she did. Like, her son's got fucking issues. That's all. That's all it fucking is. She wants to act and behave like this is Ron DeSantis doing this to her and doing it to her family, and that he's the reason why. And now recently she's kind of changed it up to say, well, this is because of all the attacks and pressure Ron DeSantis has levied at my family. Dude said nothing about her kids. Like, he's just called this woman psychotic because she acts like a fucking crazy bitch. But this is the type of stuff that this kid was looking up. Like, dude, it's bad. It's really bad. The probable cause section of the arrest warrant for Rebecca Jones' son, who was arrested for threatening to shoot up at middle school. Like, it's bad. It's really bad. To make up, like, and honestly, to make up that it's because Ron fucking DeSantis is just some evil fucking crackerjack shit. Also,
I mean, she can't even pull the race card this time.
Sen sent me an image, but I can't pull it up yet.
What is it?
Oh, God, it's so cursed. It's so bad. It's the Naruto scene.
Oh, that one. I saw that. Didn't
You saw that?
I thought Vic posted that in the group chat.
Oh, I thought it was Sen. Oh, no, it was Vic. Oh, God, Vic, no! No, Vic!
I could repeat it. It's like, it's not too late, Adolf. You can still change or whatever the fuck you said.
It's a fucking dude. I've seen people like pull up that fucking image with Naruto, and it's like, it's not too late, Griffith. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh, dude. Oh man, Griffith, dude. Fuck. Okay, so.
Oh, you're talking about Berserk, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna like speed through these next two stories because I'm gonna upload them as their own clips.
All right, I'll mute.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna talk about my thoughts on Berserk here. Let's see, here we go. So somebody made this post, okay? And look, my thing is, I get that you cannot like Berserk, okay? Berserk is an incredibly difficult series to read through if you're a sensitive little baby. Okay, Berserk is blood, it's guts, it's gore, it's nasty. It's a world that never lets you have anything. Everything there is horrific. It's awful. It always ends bad. Everything wants to see you die and to suffer and to do it in the most painful fucking way possible. And in that world exists Guts, and Guts fights through it. Guts fights against it. Guts struggles against fate because fate has determined that Guts is meant to die a terrible and horrific and painful death as fuel for fucking demons. This is not something where I would recommend for everyone to read, all right, because it's an incredibly mature story. The story begins, okay, not at the start of Guts's life, all right? You get to see how Guts is as an adult, all right, after these terrible things have happened to him. And there's some very interesting cues that Guts has been the victim of something. For instance, when somebody tries to touch him, he like immediately knocks him away and screams for them not to touch him. Okay, it's not normal behavior, and it's certainly not like tough guy behavior, right? To behave like that if somebody puts their hand on you, even gently, right? It's just it's clear that something has happened to him right from the fucking beginning. He's jaded, he's cold, but there is a small part of him that you can see is a good person. Everything around him, though, is just awful, and it wants you to suffer, and it wants you to die. When we finally learn more about Guts's backstory, we find out that as a child, his sort of adopted father the man that he admired and looked up to as a father figure, had basically accepted like a small chain, like a small little bit of gold, to let another man literally fucking rape him. That's how terrible life is for Guts, even from the fucking beginning. Guts grows up. He's a very skilled warrior. He's become greater. He's become like one of the greatest fighting forces, and he just bounces around from war to war because that's what his life is. He eventually meets Griffith. Griffith changes him. He joins the Band of the Hawk. And as great as all of that is, Griffith isn't enough for Guts. Guts wants something more. And he leaves the Band of the Hawk. And then when he's gone, Griffith collapses without Guts. And he does something very stupid. He sleeps with the princess. The king finds out and tortures Griffith for over a year. Cuts him apart, chops him up. He's incredibly weakened and shriveled when Guts and everybody finally do rescue him again. And the very first thing he does is actually try to wrap his hands around Guts's throat and choke him out for what he did by leaving him. And his hands just don't have the physical strength to do that anymore. So Guts and everybody, they save Griffith. But when they save Griffith, something happens. There's a special kind of thing that they've had for a while, because they've already encountered some monsters, but nothing as bad as what they're about to experience. And this little golden egg-shaped thing, basically, I think it takes like a little bit of his blood. I forget what the actual like activation in that moment was, but Griffith basically offers up all of his friends, everybody who he's led, everybody that believes in him, everyone who supported him, and he offers them up as tribute so that he can become this new god, this new evil dark demon god thing. And that's exactly what happens. They all die. They all get massacred. It's horrific. It's bloody. It's nasty. Guts is there, and Guts is trying to fight. But it's overwhelming. And at one point he gets pinned down, and fucking Griffith rapes Casca in front of him. And we find out later that she was actually pregnant with Guts's child when he did this. And yeah, it's a much later plot point. So I spoiled things, but he does this in front of Guts, and Guts tears off his own arm trying to escape and save Casca. The demons rip out his arm, they tear off his eye, and somebody else comes in and is able to save Griffith and Casca from that moment. But Casca's completely fucking broken, and Guts and her bear the brand of sacrifice, so they'll forever be hunted. There's one area in the world that's safe for Casca and Guts, but Guts can't just he can't just like stay with her. He wants to find some way of freeing them from the brand of sacrifice, of freeing Casca, of saving her. He doesn't know how, and he chooses to leave her alone and just go off on his own because that's what he knows to do best. Like, he knows to go be a fighter, go be a warrior. And he continues to just see things get so much worse everywhere around him. Everywhere he goes, there are monsters, there are demons, there's evil things. Even in his sleep, they attack him in his dreams. And Guts still keeps fighting. He still keeps pushing. He still keeps struggling against fate, even though it's determined that he should die. He should die the most horrific and painful way possible. And even throughout all of it, there's still some glimmer of the good man inside of Guts. The man that wants to be with Casca, the man that wants to protect her, the man that wants to actually have friends. That's Guts is that guy. But everything around him is just awful. Everything around him is just, it's terrible and it's bad, and nothing ever seems like it's ever going to work out. But Guts continues to fight. That's the story of Berserk. I mean, that's a very brief story of Berserk. And it, don't get me wrong, it's bloody, it's fucked up, but that's why I like the story of Berserk. So when I see someone who's just like, oh, let me make a big public announcement about how if you like this, you can't even be a mutual of mine. Like, first off, I don't see why that's such a big deal for people. I really don't. It's just the type of comments that I see where this person's saying things like, it's my personal choice. I don't care how or what lessons it has. It has that type of content unnecessarily stuffed in for the sake of fan service. I've never heard a more idiotic argument, right? Because, like, yeah, I mean, a lot of us sometimes feel like the entire world is against us and it's trying to crush us, and we have to keep fucking fighting through it. And imagine being somebody who's been the victim of any type of trauma. Like, that can you imagine, like, the world of Berserk probably feels like the world of your everyday fucking life. Like, everything is out to get you. Like it's just out to crush you and tear you down. I'm sure a lot of people who have been through horrific trauma might like get that way and might feel that way. And watching someone like Guts still fight through it, still fight for that, you know, that idea that, you know, he can defy fate. He can break free of everything that's put against him. It's empowering. Instead, this idiot looks at it, sees nasty images, has a small little peewee brain, and goes, oh, it's just fan service. This is all unnecessary. I'm like, God, what an idiotic fucking take. What an absolutely idiotic take. I know this is like blowing up, like they're getting murdered in fucking quote tweets and shit like that. But, dude, I don't get, like, I really don't get what the point is of trashing people that like the manga because you have no fucking concept for it. Like, I don't talk to people about Berserk. Like, I don't go out there and tell them, oh man, there's this great manga you need to read, because one, it is incredibly dark. And it is something that I know that there are people that just, they're not going to enjoy it because this series feels oppressive. Okay, like I talked about the Batman movie that came out with Robert Pattinson. I'm like, everything in that movie feels like super oppressive, like it's trying to bring you down. That's Berserk. That is Berserk, except times infinity, right? Like it's everywhere. But the story, the struggle, it makes it all worth it. It makes it all worth it, right? Everybody else that he encounters, right, succumbs to that fucking nasty, evil shit. But Berserk doesn't. He still fights. He still finds a way through, even when things feel like they're just completely against him and maybe dying would just be better. He still keeps fucking pushing. And yes, there are people that rely on him now. And it's a good series. It's a great series. And, you know, after the author, the creator for Berserk died, it became very sad because we want to see Guts. You know, we want to see how Guts' journey ends. We want to see how things end for Guts. But his good friend and a man that's worked with him for a very long time is finishing the manga in his honor so that he can complete the story on his behalf. And you know, you hear something like that, and for this nasty little worm to come around and say, oh, they're just doing fan service torture porn. You just like it because you like seeing naked women shot to pieces. Like, what? Like, I just don't get why you gotta shit on people like that. I really don't. Like, obviously, you have no fucking concept of this book. You have no idea the backstory for this book. You have no clue that the dude's friend, okay, best friends for fucking life, is finishing this series because it meant so fucking much. Not because it's fucking torture fan service. It's just such a nasty fucking way of talking about this thing. And what's fucked up is, right? I only showed you one of the comments, but don't get me wrong, they have plenty of others that were just as fucking idiotic. But they go, the way Berserk's fandom proved how ugly and vulgar and shitty and toxic they can become from a simple opinion, prove what this manga did to their brains. So insecure. Y'all saying shitty in quote tweets, Ada Flex, the way a single and simple opinion pressed y'all. Damn. But of course, they've limited replies and they're still getting ratioed to fucking fuck. Like, what am I even supposed to say? Like, you obviously don't understand it. If you don't like it, just shut the fuck up about it, right? If you actually had a serious complaint about the manga, that would be different because there are things you could complain about with the story, right? I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure, right? Not for me. I think it's fucking perfect. But you know what? Like, people see things differently, sure. But to just shit on it, to call it like torture fan service, to spit all over what this man made after he's dead is just, I mean, it's just fucking weird. It's just so nasty. It's just so fucking vile. But that's it. It's never going to stop. And you know what? I do think the recent influx of manga, I was just talking about Vinland Saga there. But yeah, to see this person's also a fan of Demon Slayer just has me fucking laughing. Like diehard fucking laughing. Like, dude, not every story is cuddles and fucking rainbows. Not every story has happy endings. Some things just they don't work out. The world is not a pleasant place. If you can't handle that like reality, I don't know what to say. Like, I really don't know what to say, but I don't think Berserk is something that you should try reading. I don't think it's something where you need to like give it a second chance because Berserk is a story that is too mature for you. And you know what? As nasty as I'm willing to be to this person, I'm not actually saying that as an insult. Berserk is incredibly mature. Berserk requires you to actually take your head out of your ass, pay attention to what's being shown to you, and understand what the meaning behind it is. And I just feel like I feel very strongly about the series and about what was created here. Do I think that means that if you don't like it, you're a bad evil person? No, I can totally see why like opening up the book and seeing a panel where like the demon army is like running down, like, well, no, it's like one guy, it's like one apostle, and then the rest of them are just like running around with severed up, chewed up women's bodies on spikes and shit. Yeah, I could see like why someone would read that and go like, what the fuck, and like close the book. I get that, I do, but at the same time, if that's you, then just don't read it. Don't read it. You don't need to formulate an opinion on everything. You don't need to shit on something you don't understand. Like, I don't know, man. I think it's just, I think it's fucked. I think it's wrong. But I'm a big fan of Berserk. And, you know, if you guys disagree, I would love to hear about it. You know, I got the chat running right now, but if you're watching the re-uploaded video, just leave a comment because I'm genuinely curious about your thoughts on like a fucking masterpiece of a series like Berserk. All right, everybody, let me just get this next one queued up for us. All right, everybody, we got to talk about sexual assault. All right. And look, I know I'm laughing at everything, but here's the thing. If somebody tells you not, you know, you don't want to be touched, okay? I really don't care. If someone says, hey, don't touch me like that, and they do it anyways, like I think this reaction is just completely justified. The dude's even like saying, hey, there's children here. Actually, like, man, dude, like, here's the thing. If I'm out somewhere, okay, and this has actually happened before. If I'm out somewhere, I really don't want another woman to come up behind me and like touch me. Right? Like, I'm not even kidding. I don't want that. One, I'm married, okay? I am. And I first off, as funny as she might find it later, I'm married, okay? Don't fucking touch me. Right? Like, is that so fucking hard? I have this long, luscious hair. I'm not like super fucking fat. I'm pretty handsome. And yeah, I just like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm not kidding. Leave me alone. So for this guy to be working at, and I'm gonna guess he's working at Disneyland, and there are kids in the audience, and he has a woman like come up to him and try to like grab his chest and shit, and he's already told her to knock it off. Like, yeah, I could see why he's telling her, like, fucking leave, get out of here. There's children here. What the fuck is wrong with you? I think there's no other way you can handle it, because clearly she doesn't care, right? And I you know, we do live in a world where we wouldn't have to have this explanation given if it was a man groping a woman's chest or touching a woman anywhere, right? If a woman says don't touch her and a dude then grabs her shoulder, right? We would all say that's fucking wrong and it's inappropriate, okay? This guy is saying don't fucking touch me. She like grabs his chest and he's saying, okay, leave, go, leave. And she keeps trying to grab him. Wait, what the fuck? And so here's the thing. That's the way I feel about it. And look, I don't think he acted in a way that was crazy. I really don't. I think he treated it the way that he needs to treat it. The woman is really of no actual threat to him. If he needs to defend himself, he obviously could. So I think he did the right thing. He told her, you know, leave, go away. What are you thinking? You know, there's children here. I think that's the right way to treat something like this. But, you know, you have people acting like, you know, yeah, amazing how the comment section would be if this man groped a woman character. I'm almost sure there wouldn't be any overreaction comments. He overreacted, IMO. Oh, what? No, I'm not doing this. Well, if this guy groping a woman's chest, he would be in trouble. So yeah, bit different. G move. Gaston is supposed to be the type of character who girls chase after and try to grab. Mind you, she didn't even do it in like a perverted way. Dude was definitely overreacting, acting mad traumatic over that. That's because all women are terrible. That's great. That's fucking great. See, my thing is, I look, if somebody says, hey, don't touch me, and you do it anyways, and then you continue to try to do it, I don't know what you want me to say. All right. They're going like, well, he's dressed as Gaston. Like, man, that, like, bro, come on. That's like saying his skirt is too short. Come on. Like, come on. All right. Look, not all dudes, like, I'm being serious. I know women like cannot fucking get this shit through their heads. I know you got like a lot of lonely dudes online who also don't understand this, right? But no shit. Some dudes don't want some random bitch off the fucking streets grabbing at them. Some dudes just don't want that shit. Like, if you do, fine, I get it. But there's some really gross fucking women out there. So, like, you know, think fucking twice is all I can advise you. Although we know you won't, and then you'll be groped by like some bitch with 5 teeth. Ugh. Anyways, I look at these people just going like, oh, look, it's not that big a deal. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. I think other people, I'm like, look, I honestly, I hate to agree with like lefty people, but you have some lefty people in here, I'm sure. And they're just like, this is wrong. I mean, look at this person. Our thoughts and prayers go out to our performer who is accused on set. He has been taken to the hospital for life-threatening thoughts and is in the ICU. His family is asking for privacy at this time and wishes to file charges with the local police. I just like, man, it's just someone wrote a whole song. Oh, dude, I just you don't have a right to put your hands on another person. You do not have to put your hands on another person. And if somebody's told you not to do it, you do it anyways. And then as they're telling you, hey, leave, go away, you keep trying to do it. I mean, man, all I see is this woman's probably drunk, but you got to treat Joe. Hey, Joe, how you doing, man? You've got to be willing to treat you got to be willing to treat these instances the same now, because that's the world you live in. The guy says, "Don't touch me." She continues to try to grope at him. Like, man, again, you don't do that shit. You do not need to do that shit. I think I've said enough on it. I think I have. If you guys disagree with me, let me know in the comments section. And yeah. Okay, so we're done with the videos that I got to re-upload for tomorrow. We're all good there. Joe, how you doing, man? Okay, so I was like recording video topics for tomorrow during stream so I could save up on time and budget because my budget is time.
So what's this Trump versus Fat Alvin?
Oh my God, I completely forgot to talk about that, didn't I?
Yep.
Did you? This is about the fucking case, the New York case.
Yeah, I saw you gave a press conference or speech recently about it.
Well, so Alvin Bragg, after the indictment, gave a press conference. And look, we've known that they've wanted to go after Trump forever. Okay, they're constantly talking about doing it. But the problem with this case, and I understand they say that there are other cases that are far more serious. You probably should have focused on those. But in this instance, you have one of the most crackerjack situations I've ever fucking seen. These are misdemeanor offenses for the most part. Okay. They are being upgraded to felonies under the idea that they were actually about covering up a greater crime, right? These misdemeanors become felonies because they were in service of facilitating another crime. However, the district attorney, because he's not legally obligated to, isn't specifying what that greater crime is. Also,
he got elected as president.
Well, yeah.
That's the greater crime, Crow.
That's actually he mentions that during the press conference. That's where I thought it was nuts.
It wasn't cheating on his wife. It was becoming president. That was
he
the greater
violated
crime.
New York election law because by making these hush money payments, which were misdemeanors, he actually committed a greater felony because what he was doing was covering up information which would have been vital to the 2016 election, aka election interference. There you go, Gigi. There you go.
Wow, I didn't know Stormy Daniels was a Russian whore.
Dude, man, fuck, dude. This is so like crackerjack. I've never even seen something like this.
Maybe we should get that Steele guy looking into her.
Well, so here's the main problem, though. Here's the main problem. As fucking idiotic as all of that is, the actual theory of the crime is so far fucking removed from Trump. It's insane, right? They're not charging conspiracy. So they're arguing that Trump was the one who was making the payments, like directly from him. He was signing he was signing it all, putting it into the ledger, and then misfiling the ledger. Like it's so fucking stupid, dude.
Do they have the checks from his bank account?
Probably.
No, they don't. They only have it from his campaign, whatever was supervisor.
Shit. Well, so like their main witness for this crime is Michael Cohen too, and Michael Cohen is a convicted.
Don't you mean Avenatti?
No, Cohen.
Oh, Cohen.
Yeah. Avenatti, I don't think is involved in this at all.
Cohen I thought he was because
Cohen is the main witness.
Okay.
Stormy Daniels is going to be called too, but Stormy Daniels, on the day this indictment happened, just had the Court of Appeals rule against her, and she owes Trump even more money. This bitch has 600,000 reasons for Trump to go to prison. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Just remember, any prospective jurors in the New York area, she's a whore. You don't have to listen to anything she says.
Yeah, that's not going to fly. Look, I've said this from the start. This is all political. When we find out the actual reasoning behind this shit, it's even more fucking political. And then on top of everything else, on top of all of that, they're going to start the trial in December. There's no reason to start it in what is that? That's 8 fucking months.
There is a reason, Crow.
Primaries. That's primary season.
Yeah,
That's what
they're tying
primaries
them up
begin.
before Super Tuesday.
I'm like, man, at a certain point, what's nuts is their whole theory is this somehow constituted election interference. And I'm like, you guys are setting this trial up to fuck with him during primaries. Like, I don't even know what to say anymore. It's pretty clear that this trial is being used as a way to interfere in Trump's election campaign.
Well, the left accuses you of what they're doing. So
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Because Alvin Bragg's decided to get so fucking creative with how he's decided to define election interference, he better hope to fucking God he puts Trump in prison. Because if not, I can see Trump coming in, wiping out the FBI, putting in his own people, just saying fuck you to everybody as he does it, and then having those people go to Alvin Bragg and say, hey, you directly interfered in this fucking election. Hey, you tried to put this shit trial during the fucking primaries? Really, bitch? Hey, you decided to resurrect a fucking case that everybody said was fucking garbage, and it was so fucking asinine and fucking stupid that even the fucking CNN panel flipped on you in less than a day? Like, goddamn, man. Like, obviously, I'm being a little bit silly here. But at the same time, yeah, I think that you need to consider really just driving a fucking hammer into these people. It's already been said, if Alvin Bragg is going to act that way, just do mutually assured destruction. Don't leave the gloves on. Take them off. And everything they do to you, do back to them 10 times as fucking hard.
Nah, leave the gloves on, just put bricks in them.
or that. Look, we have plenty of times where it's alleged that somebody on the left has committed some sort of crime. Fine. If you're a Republican state district attorney or city district attorney, just start filing charges. It doesn't fucking matter. Just start filing charges. Weaponize the fucking offices, because at this point, that's what's been happening for so many years. It's just been done in one direction. It's been going on since fucking Obama, probably before him. But really, it was Obama with the IRS. Then you go into this shit now, and it's just like, look, they're doing it on so many fucking levels. At a certain point, fine. It's pretty clear. Mutually assured destruction. We're just going to do this until we figure out a way to get past it. Because obviously, they're not going to stop. Obviously, they don't give a shit. Obviously, they feel justified in everything that they do. Fine, start doing it back to them. It's like I said when I was watching that video of the protester outside of the courthouse, and she's got the clown suit on. She's honking a little horn at people. The minute another dude pulled out his own little horn and blew it at her, she immediately tried to jump and grab it from him. Do what they do to you back to them. The reason why they're doing it to you is because that's what would piss them off the most. So do it back to them. That's what they are most afraid of happening to them. So do it to them. Keep doing it to them. And don't stop doing it to them. Because we're not getting past this. We're never going past this as a nation. It's not going to fucking stop. People are not going to make fucking amends. So stop pretending. Just go all fucking in. See what happens, right? Somebody's going to figure it out. That's all I can say. If they don't, well, what you going to do? Okay, so anyways, guys, that's it for the stream. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, I'll re-upload the last little bits as their own clips tomorrow. If you do want to help me out, it would be really appreciated if you shared them. I'm going to try to see the Super Mario movie Sunday, I think. Gigi, do you have any intention of seeing that?
Probably with my sister. She's been asking me to go see it with her.
Okay. See if we can, you want to do a review stream on Monday?
We can.
Yeah, we'll have some fun. Well, let's get Vic to go see it. We'll do the whole stream just about Super Mario.
I do have something really funny here if I could find it real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
You remember that United Spot channel I told you about?
No, maybe.
I sent you a video and you played it one time before the end of a stream.
Oh, just send me another one. Were they funny?
Oh yeah, it's basically talking heads.
Oh wait,
YouTube.
hold on. Yeah. Let me see it. But also,
it's in the chat. Yeah, the private chat.
TC4 Vic. He's funny. He sent me a screenshot with his friend, and he's like trashes on peak, but has that mid-ass Demon Slayer profile pic. Wait. Okay, it's past the 2-hour mark, so I can show the image. Hold on. This is what 224 Vic sent. Like, come on, man.
Anime Adolf.
Anime Adolf, bro. Oh god, someone like fucking hand drew that shit, and I like even the look on Adolf's face is one of disgust because he's like, "What is this boy? He's not German."
Well, he's got blonde hair and blue eyes. He should count as an Aryan.
Yeah, but he's a Japanese.
Well, the Japanese were honorary Nazis.
Yeah. I guess I take that back. Okay, let's.
Almost got him. Again?
Okay. No, I'm not listening to these people screech.
No, it's just one dude imitating them.
For 16 minutes.
No, just it's like only for a few seconds after.
This is not okay. Oh, guys, I can't believe this is happening. I thought we had him this time. Does this mean that I'm in trouble?
Hunter.
This is so racist. I'm gonna hold my breath until Trump
Ron Reiner.
This can't be true. We worked so hard this time. Now everybody's gonna want to date me. Another criminal just gets away with it. Oh man, I'm so mad right now. I can just jump on a plane and fly to Epstein Island. This is good.
Okay. That was great. That was fucking great. Oh man, you prefer the Aaron and Naruto one? Bro, the fucking Griffith and Naruto one is still the best for me. All right, everybody. That's it for the stream. We're going to end it with a good old Biden blast.
You've done well so far, but up until now, I've only been using a mere 5% of my power. Now let's see how well you fare against